Hello, Will from the LOLOUT team. Today, I think I'll be doing a little review for you. From Torn Banner, I give you Chivalry, Medieval Warfare. There are 4 different classes. They consist of the Archer, the Man-at-Arms, the Vanguard, and the Knight. These classes have a range of weapons, from the Archer having bows and crossbows, the Man-at-Arms having the short swords, the shields, and flaming pots, I do believe. The Vanguard having the poleaxes, throwing axes, and spears, while the Knight has the heavy two-handed axes, tower shields, and the classic maces. All these classes have a different set of skills, the Archer being very fast and more adept to smaller weapons, the Man-at-Arms being the all-round sort of class having speed, manoeuvrability, and some power, the Vanguard having slightly lower speed but decent armour and power, and the Knight being a walking tank. Enough said. Chivalry is not a usual hack and slash. It requires some skill with a wind-up to strike, which could annoy some people, but makes combat more tactical. Chivalry has what some people might call some unusual controls. You have the left click and right click for the usual attack and block, but also the mouse wheel down does an overhead strike, and the mouse wheel up does a stab. Now, I haven't personally seen a game that does this, and in fact I think it works, but can sometimes be difficult to do it in the heat of battle. The blocking system is very nice, unlike some other games where you just hold your right mouse button and you can block pretty much everything. This, you actually need to hold in the direction of the attack, so the attacker can easily go around your shield and simply chop off your arm, and then, well, you can probably guess what happens after that, can't you? There is the odd graphical bug, where your either head gets chopped off, and you appear to be looking under the ground, so you can see all the nitty-gritty bits, which, well, isn't that fun? Also, another one of my personal favourites, if your character gets set on fire, when he dies, he may still be screaming afterwards. So, as you're chopping off someone's head, you may walk around, hear scream, think, oh god, there's someone near me, but notice, no, there's a dead body on fire. Oh god! Personally, I love the music in Chivalry. It's very medieval and quite classical, actually. It sets the mood quite well, being quite calm and peaceful in the spawn, but when you get out into the arena it becomes rustic and quite fast-paced and will definitely get you on edge. Chivalry also has a levelling system, so you will start at level 0, not level 1, no, they're going against the books now, and for each kill and injury you will get experience which will go towards your weapon unlock. So if you kill someone with a sword, perhaps, you'll get more experience with that sword, and later be able to unlock a better one, or, well, a worse one. It depends really what class you're playing as. Now, as I said a little bit earlier, Chivalry has a kind of staging system. Now, with also, the weapons vary in speed and power. The spears, and little dinky little knives, of course, quite a lot of speed, but are quite hard for blocking, while the double-handed swords and axes have a lot of power and can generally slice off your head in one, but of course, well, it's quite slow, to be honest, and a knife can generally get around it quite easily. If you don't think you're ready for that hustle and bustle of multiplayer, there is a single-player option, where you can choose to train with AI. Now, this does save you from embarrassment of having 25 deaths to 0 kills, so I do recommend doing training beforehand, but please go online, it is so much better. Some of the servers will actually offer training themselves. It's kind of a dual mode, kind of. The server which you only have training in the middle of it, so it is basically the same kind of thing, but a little more hands-on. Graphics-wise, the game is beautiful, some natural and beautiful environments, although I feel like the weapons need a bit of fleshing out. Some of the field of views for the weapons can be a little awkward, and can well look a little bit blurry. Although, overall, I think it's done a very good job. Just to increase some of the graphics of some of the weapons, I'll be happy. Although this may actually not bug some people, you must be looking for the gameplay. And by yes, this game has great gameplay. This game has guts galore. Dismemberment, decapitation, you name it, they've probably got it. I mean, what else would you look for? It's Chivalry. It's got to have it. You may, in some very big servers, experience some lag, so I advise looking for a ping probably below 100 or just above if you can, because if you're a bit laggy, it is quite hard to play, because you're about to swing and notice your head is already on the floor, and that can, of course, cause some problems and annoy quite a few people. Chivalry is actually a first and third person game. By clicking L, you can switch between first person and get right in the grit of it, or third to have a more panoramic view of what's going on. I personally prefer the third person because you can see more of what's going on and block incoming attacks, even though I still seem to fail quite badly. There are plenty of servers and support in Chivalry. You open up the server list and there are thousands of servers. Literally. Probably not. Rough estimate. But you can generally always find a game. Now, one of the things about Chivalry is it is quite realistic. So they have turned team damage on. Now, this could annoy some people and be jubilant for some people. But of course, with team damage, you can always bring in team killers. Now, this can be combated by a very nice vote kick system, which has been used to plenty of avail to kick those little annoying freaks who insist on making a team deathmatch into a free-for-all bloodbath. And well, I think that team deathmatch probably means you're on a team. Just saying. Overall, I think Chivalry is a brilliant game, as well as they can kind of get rid of the screen bugs and some of the annoying, weird screaming bugs. A bit strange. I think this game would deserve 10 out of 10, if they get rid of them. But because it is a little buggy in places and can be a little bit of lag here and there, I decided to give it a good 9 out of 10. I think a good and must buy for all lovers of warfare, dismemberment, and, well,